Before we dive into today's video, I want to take a moment to send my deepest condolences to Young Dolph's family, his kids, his wife, his close friends, and everyone who loved him. I know this trial is reopening a lot of wounds, and it's tough for anyone still grieving. Losing someone you care about is never easy, especially when something like this puts it all back into the spotlight. As we talk about this case, it's important to recognize there are others affected too, people who might not be involved in the streets or anything criminal. For example, Big Juk, a key figure in this case, has family members who are experiencing the pain of witnessing their loved one's situation. I also want to send my thoughts to those folks. Regardless of the accusations, these tragedies often ensnare innocent individuals, causing them immense suffering. If you enjoy content like this, hit that subscribe button for more.
How much money was it supposed to be?
$100,000 on Dolphy.
$100,000. That was the bounty put on Young Dolph. Today was day one of the murder trial for the rapper. Testimony as explosive as you might expect. A lot of confusion as to exactly who would testify in this case initially, but we found out accused shooter Cornelius Smith and the alleged mastermind of the shooting, Hernandez Govan, would testify against the other gunman in this case, Justin Johnson. Thank you for being with us tonight. I'm Daryl Green.
And I'm Darcy Thomas. Of course, this story actually goes really deep into the Memphis rap community. Shelby County's lead prosecutor says that the hit on Dolph began with the brother of rapper Yo Gotti. This has been 3 years, but only one of the alleged shooters, Cornelius Smith, who was also a witness, had a lot to say to the court today. Alleged gunman Cornelius Smith had plenty to say about what happened the day rapper Young Dolph was gunned down 3 years ago. He claims he and the other suspect, Justin Johnson, were a package deal. $100,000 to take out Dolph.
Yeah, me and him supposed to be giving Quit $10,000 apiece.
All right, so you and him are going to give Govan $10,000 apiece?
Yeah.
And how much were you going to get?
I was getting 40, he was getting 40.
Smith refers to Govan as Hernandez Govan, the supposed mastermind behind this deal. Shelby County lead prosecutor Paul Hagerman detailed the plan that started with a rivalry between two music labels, Yo Gotti's CMG and Dolph's Paper Route Empire. Hagerman says that Gotti's brother Big Juk and Hernandez offered the cash to Johnson to take the hit on Dolph and any of his artists.
We didn't know we were going to catch him, but we knew he did his artists. You know, everybody had a hit on his. Everybody had a price on his.
From Juk?
Yeah, from Juk.
Hagerman focused on surveillance video from Dolph's final moments. Smith says that he and Johnson pulled up in this white Mercedes in front of Makita's Cookies on Airways after spotting Dolph's vehicle.
Yeah, he pulled in the cookie store.
What'd y'all do?
We made the block. Came with the bag way. I jumped out. Started shooting.
The first man out was Cornelius Smith, and he has that semi-automatic weapon shooting wildly into Dolph. The second man out was Justin Johnson, who has a handgun, who's firing at Dolph as he lays on the ground.
The trial has just begun, and we're already witnessing the introduction of evidence, including testimonies and video footage. And this is how these types of cases usually go. They'll start laying everything out for the jury, the motive, the timeline, and of course, the evidence. Right now, only Straight Drop is officially on trial, so all eyes are on him and what his defense team is going to say to try and counter these accusations. Straight Drop and his alleged involvement. Here's the thing. We all know about the rap beef, the history between these artists, and the simmering tensions. Many pieces of evidence link Straight Drop, whose real name is Justin Johnson, to this case. We even heard last year that one of his family members, either his half-brother or some relative, was willing to testify against him. Everyone knows that as these trials are underway, more information comes to light, deals are struck, and people come forward. The $100,000 bounty, tensions unveiled. According to Shelby County prosecutors, Big Juk, Yo Gotti's brother, allegedly offered $100,000 to take out Young Dolph. And when you hear stuff like that, it puts the entire music industry into a different light. We're no longer merely discussing rap feuds, we're discussing the impact on actual lives. Dissing someone on a track is one thing, but being associated with something like this is quite another. If what they're saying is true, this was a cold, calculated move. Johnson's defense attorney, Luke Evans, came out swinging, though. He claims that the evidence linking Johnson to the murder isn't strong. He argued that just because the person in the surveillance footage wore similar clothing, like a Bass Pro Shop hat, that doesn't mean it was Johnson. It's going to be fascinating to see how this plays out in court. Will the video evidence hold up, or will the defense find cracks in the prosecution's case? We might see even more people take the stand soon, possibly even Goen himself. And according to what we've heard, one of the family members has already agreed to testify. By the time you're watching this, we might already know more about who's going to come forward. As the trial progresses, we're going to hear more people pointing fingers and trying to protect themselves. A lot of people think the rap game is all about fame, fortune, and a little beef for entertainment. But we're seeing the darker side right here, in real time. People often overlook this aspect. Immersing yourself in this street-based lifestyle can swiftly turn deadly. It's not just music. It's real life with real consequences. I wish things didn't have to escalate to this point. I really do. We're losing too many people, whether it's to the streets, to violence, or to prison. And for what? Situations like these leave me wondering, why can't we find a way to resolve things before they escalate? All right, folks, that's where we're at for now. Let me know what you think in the comments. We'll be back with more updates as this trial continues. Remember to stay smart and safe. Hit that subscribe button if you enjoy content like this. We'll catch you in the next one.